Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and I am on a ship. Well, technically, I am floating above a ship because I'm in game mode 3. I ended off the last episode in game mode 3, and I'm starting off this one in game mode 3 as well, because I have installed a shaders pack. And I've done this, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. So, what I wanted to do, and I want to do it along with you guys, is go and check out our desert city, which we haven't been to in quite a while, I believe, and go and see how it is looking now with these shaders installed. So, if I do that, I need to... Unfortunately, the world does take quite a while longer to load in with these shaders, so I guess these will not be suitable for doing the general exploration episodes in, but I can leave them on for the building episodes. I'd love to get you guys' feedback on that and to know what you guys think about that. Whether or not you would like me to include these shaders as part of the building episodes. Like I said, I don't think they'll be suitable for the exploring episodes just because they are quite slow to load in, but once they load in, it seems to run pretty smoothly. And already, like, this water in the desert looks so gorgeous. Like, I just want to dip in that water, like, right now. And here is our little portal to the end dimension. Our little drop hole over there. All the way down. I think that looks pretty cool. Let's carry on to our city over here. As you can see, I wanted to establish the idea of trade between, like, my main city and the desert city over here. So that's why I've put these barges, like, transporting goods. Like, it gets wood from the main area and it transports sandstone and other stuff that you can get in the desert, like glass and stuff like that, back to the main area. So, as we come into our harbour over here, you can see the city walls start to come in. And there's the harbour coming into view now, nicely. So, let's go in through the main gates, I think, into the city, instead of coming through the harbour. And you see you've got our road over here. And that fire sound is from the fire up on the walls, like the beacon lights, I would imagine them as. And we got our stockyards over here, where people can offload stuff from the ships. Up there we've got our where the rich people live, but over here we have our markets. And what I did with these markets was I put in all the various things that the various merchants sell. So this is all, like, accurate to what these people sell. And back when the cartographers were first released, I got maps from him, so I put them there. So I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, so I'm sure quite a few of you have already seen this city, but I have got a lot of new subscribers since when I first started this series, so some of you may not have known that I ever built this city. So yeah, these were the giant storehouses at the back, and then as you go further into the city, you come to, like, the crumbling houses, the houses that are more worn down, and eventually get to the real, like, slummed up areas where they basically use whatever they can find to build with. But a trait of this particular area is that all houses have to have this, like, blue sash behind their doors. And some of them, if they don't even have doors, but they still find a way to have that blue sash. It's just like, it affirms yourself as a person. If you don't have that, you're not even a person, sort of thing. So that's just the way they make... That's part of their tradition, basically. And over here, as you can see, closer to the slums area, there's actually, like, burglar bars on the windows and stuff like that, just to keep the crime out. But... as you go into the more populous areas of the city, or the more well-to-do areas, the burglar bars start to disappear and whatnot. Then, over this way, there is actually the gatehouse for the up area. So as you can see, it's got a sliding gate that can be slammed down at night. And up this way, we get to the very wealthy area, and you get a view of the city down below. There's the surge area down there, and there's more stockpiles and stuff, and we've got a whole bunch of guards guarding the access to the upper areas of the city where the more well-to-do people live over here, as you can see. And we got some villagers over here that have still stayed alive. I'm pretty surprised at that, actually, because I was not expecting that to be the case. And we got a memorial over there, and I'm sure you can see something in the distance over there. So yeah, this is the more well-to-do part of the city. And as we come through here, we got a clock tower. Nothing compared to BC's clock tower in the Diamond Society, but a clock tower nonetheless. We got a lovely flower garden over here, which I think looks very, very beautiful indeed. And we've got another little settlement down here that's actually part of the city, but this is where they get their wood from and whatnot. But it's only a certain kind of wood, so that's why they get other kinds imported to them. But as you can see, there is quite a large lumberjack community over here, and quite a large farm for them. And if we come over here, my frame rate is tanking. Wow. Okay. This didn't happen earlier, but I guess there wasn't quite so many trees and stuff earlier. But oh well. Let's see if we give it a while to load in. Over here, we have our cropland. And the cropland over here is where all the food is grown for the city and all the farms. Farmhouses down over there, and across here we have our palace, and this is where like government takes place and the royals live and all of that. So this is the royal area. This is the actual administrative building there, and that's the schoolhouse, not school but like academy rather, and then this is the actual royal palace where the royals live as such. So yeah, as you guys can see, we did quite a bit of work in this general area of this place, and I think it turned out very, very nice indeed. And this was a very large scale project. It took many, many months to achieve this, but at that time it was the only world I had, so I was able to focus on it a lot more than what I'm focusing on now with the thing I have currently, with the city I have currently, which we are going to go to now. So join me then. Okay guys, and this is the city that we are busy on at the moment in the shaders. So, what do you guys think? I think it's looking pretty good. So yeah, as you can see, this is a much different city from the one we worked on previously. This one is much more verdant, or much more lush, as it is in the middle of a jungle. It's actually floating on top of a lake. And I happened across this giant lake here, and it really got me inspired, and I gave you guys several options for what we should do next, and you guys all voted for the lake city. So that is what we have been busy building here. And if I come across here, I've even been working out here a bit. And in the last building episode, I asked you guys about a certain guild that is part of this city, and that guild is actually all the way out here. And that guild is an explorers guild of sort, and they want to venture outside of the protection of the jungle. So they've built their guild right next to like the thinnest patch of jungle over here, where they want to actually go beyond the jungle and see what's out there, because the rest of the city is completely encased between the jungle and the lakes. So for them, that's like their life. There is nothing beyond it. So I asked you guys for a name for the Explorers Guild, and you did reply. I was actually very, very glad that I got a reply on that and a name suggestion, and the name suggestion was the Outcasts. So that is what we are going to go with. This Explorers Guild are going to be called the Outcasts. So we are going to build a guild for the Outcasts, and what I was thinking is a lot of the buildings in this city are very like, they are either 1 or 2 stories. They are no taller than that. As you can see, the skyline is pretty even across the city. So, pretty short buildings, very stubby looking. So what if, for the Outcasts Explorers Guild, what if for them, we made it so that their building is extremely tall? Because they just want to be different. They want something different from the rest of the city, and this will give like the rest of the city more reason to dislike them. Now, when I say extremely tall, you must remember like, extremely tall to these people are like to the top of the trees. So it's not like extremely tall like our home tree is extremely tall, like it reaches build height, but extremely tall to them is like the top of one of these jungle trees. And what if they have adapted one of the jungle trees and turned it into their home base of operations? So like it's built around the jungle tree going up. I think that could be a pretty cool build. So it's like a little build, like a little mini epic build. So let me know what you guys think about that. I'm super psyched to do something like that. But I think that would be super fun, just like a tree home sort of thing. Like, you know, it's every kid's dream to have a tree house in their backyard sort of thing, like a proper one, like built into the tree and everything. But these people have actually done it, and that's their job in life, is they've got this treehouse Explorers Guild thing, and from it they can see just over the tops of the trees over here and out into the world beyond. and every now and then one of them gets brave enough and actually sets out on an adventure out that way. I think that would be super cool to do that. And yeah. So I think that would be really cool. But if you guys have any ideas for the Explorers Guild, let me know and maybe we can incorporate that in. As you can see, I've still been working on the district cities. Haven't really made much progress other than to lay down a few blueprints and stuff and get that all ready. And yeah, I think it's coming along quite nicely indeed. A lot of work to be done. I think probably I'll do like the main buildings sections, but when we come to interesting buildings like the Explorers Guild and stuff like that, I also want to build like a knowledge base sort of thing, or a government building and royalty residence and stuff like that. So when we get to buildings like that, or the fisheries area or stuff like that, I think we'll do that together on camera. But for the other stuff, I'll just do off camera, so that it's not too much, but it still adds to the whole feel of the city. So yeah, guys, thank you very, 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 very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like. It helps out the channel immensely. And always, as always, your comments and input is extremely valued. So if you guys can do that for me, that is amazing. Just leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, what you think, if you like, what you didn't like, and we can move on together. So as always, my name is Othice. Thank you guys very much for watching. For now, good night and God bless. Bye bye.